We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. All set for the first of 5 international games this season. The Falcons and Jags underway from London. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Open man downfield is Chase. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's on his way. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 67 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
I got him.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At their own 26. In motion, Hollins. Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10.
560.
Back to throw, Ritter. Rolling to his right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Ready?
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Over the middle, caught by London. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
Okay,
so
ready?
The yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Here's yellow. Go red.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Set, go.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Right.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Claude red. Ready?
Ritter. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Down.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working from the gun, Ritter. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Ritter off the play fake. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Going play action, Ritter. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Ritter on the 4th down try. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. In motion, Hollins.
Ready?
Robinson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
On the double.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Yellow, line.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
10 cycle. Trouble, 38. Ready?
Ritter back to throw. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Ready.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, I mean, down early here in this first half, I think they felt their backs were against the wall already, so they go for it on 4th and goal, and they're able to punch it into the end zone.
And they did a nice job there, feeling like their backs were against the wall, but going ahead and hunkering down and pushing forward and getting that score. That continues to give them an opportunity.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Finds his tight end, Ingram. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Jacksonville's gamble on Ingram getting back to peak form was a smart one. Career best in catches and yards. Basically gave their offense another big-bodied receiver to go to, as they did there.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. Right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 32 that time. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And it's caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Eluding the pressure right. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
That's out quickly to London. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On the set.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
6, mega. Edo blue. Blue striker. Hut.
Ritter now. Short throw to Smith. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Smash. Set, hut.
Here's Ritter. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Ritter to throw it. Rolling to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ritter, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Hey, go. Here we go.
They go play action with Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Take right open.
And they'll run with Etienne. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Time to get back to it.
Coach.
And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Hey, green. Chop.
And now they'll audible to something else.
3-3. Fight 6. Set.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Drill, 52. 22 needle. Clock, 10. Set, go.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 69 yards on the ground for him so far. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they're going to let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they're going to let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. They brought the heat, and if he flushed...
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Lawrence's throw taken in here by Chase. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. This one caught by Ridley. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's got his big tight end here. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Ritter. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Got it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race down the left sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Blaster, stick. Hey, red. Drill green. White, white. Cut.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Robinson will try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Red, yellow. Red, cycle. Set.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mac Hollins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
All right, let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah.
It got his man complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And it's complete. Right back to Ridley. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
They go play action now. Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Etienne on the toss right. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run again. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it.
And now the rookie's free. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Hey, Lion!
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And that trip to the end zone, I think that's the dagger.
Handshakes all around now. Everybody looking at each other and starting to celebrate a big victory.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jags, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.